Good morning, readers. Welcome to Reading Today. As you just saw with Mrs. Optic and Miss Reaver, we introduced you to a new part of a story. Today, we are talking about the problem in a story. The problem is what goes wrong. We face problems every day. So do characters in a story. They usually have something that goes wrong that they have to figure out with the other characters in the story. So before we get to our story today, let's warm our brain up with some pictures. Take a look at this first picture. It's definitely a problem that maybe some of you have had before. I see some friends shaking their head. I agree. The little boy, who would be the character in the picture, had something go wrong. He fell off his bike and it looks like he hurt himself. I bet some of you have had a problem similar to this before. Take a look. What is the problem in this picture? Yeah, I can relate to this problem. Jake at my house often spills stuff on the carpet in the basement, and it's a problem because it makes my carpet look very yucky. This might happen to some of you too. So today we're going to be reading a new story. And as we read, we're going to be listening to figure out what the problem is. What goes wrong for the character in the story? Today, our story is called The Very Cranky Bear by Nick Bland. As Mrs. Optic reads to you, she's going to be thinking in her head, what goes wrong? Well, I'm already thinking the character is the bear, because that's who the story's about. And the title's telling me it's the very cranky bear. Well, cranky means he's not in a very good mood. So I think there must be something causing him to be in a bad mood. And maybe that's going to be the problem in our story. I'm going to predict that something is keeping him awake because I know when I don't get enough sleep, I tend to be very cranky. So let's read to find out what the cranky bear's problem is. In the jingle jangle jungle, on a cold and rainy day, four little friends found a perfect place to play. Oh, it looks like they found a cave. That looks like that could be the setting where they are. Moose had marvelous antlers, and lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes, and sheep, well, sheep was plain. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in that cave was a very cranky bear. Roar went the cranky bear. Roar, roar, roar. He gnashed his teeth and stomped his feet and chased them out the door. So in the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, four little friends had nowhere warm to play. Wow, I almost hear two problems. Well, the first one is that the bear is cranky because the animals woke him up by playing in his cave. And I also heard, well, now the four little friends don't have a place to play. Well, that's a problem because it's raining outside. I wonder what will happen next. Do you have a prediction? Let's see. Wait a minute, said Zebra as she scratched her furry chin. Maybe if we cheered him up, he'd let us come back in. If I did not have stripes, said Zebra, I'd be cranky too. We should give that bear some stripes. That's what we should do. Stripes are silly, Moose complained, especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give that bear a pear. I wonder if this plan is going to work out for them. No, 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 said Lion. Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine, he said, would cheer him up for sure. So Zebra fetched a tin of mud and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches and Sheep, well, Sheep got cold. Sheep was getting worried. They've been eaten up for sure. And then from in the cave, there came a very cranky roar. Zebra, Lion, and Moose ran out, and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes where they hoped he wouldn't find them. Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes, and mane. Before we gave him those, Lion said, he looked so very plain. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep. All I really want, he said, is a quiet place to sleep. Boys and girls, we're going to stop there for today. Yeah, I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. But think about what has gone wrong. Talk to somebody at home about it. Boys and girls, if you said the problem of the story is the bear wants a quiet place to sleep and the animals are not giving it to him, I think you are right. That is the problem. That's what's going wrong. So boys and girls, stay tuned. On Thursday in reading, we're going to finish this story and learn about another part of the story that goes with the problem. Stay tuned.